So tonight we got Andy Merrill coming on. He plays Brack. Have you ever heard of Brack?
No, what's that?
It's a spaceman character.
I need to look it up. How's that spelled?
B. I can't remember.
I have a magic toenail. I keep it on my foot.
What are you guys making today? What's on the menu?
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
You just mix a bunch of meat together and hope it turns out.
Yeah,
That's literally what just happened.
we have no idea what's going to happen.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Van Halen.
Van Merrill. Andy!
Andy?
I'm not outside.
Andy Merrill, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good. We just watched your TikTok video or whatever the video was where you like reach around and grab your butt.
Do a flip. Do a flip.
God,
his
every
OnlyFans.
time I turn on TikTok, it's somebody going, so to get more followers, you gotta do this and you gotta do this and do this. It's like, fuck off. Just every fucking time I go on TikTok. So I'm like, it's just fed up with that shit. So
I want to introduce you to Ronnie Neely. He's coming in from Minnesota.
hello.
Andy.
And do you remember John Breston from Aqua Teen?
Yes.
Big
Yeah,
lip.
I
remember you.
A good idea.
Look at this.
What's that?
I don't know.
You tell me when you find out.
It's tequila. It's not mezcal, but it was $133. I mean, if it comes in this kind of a bottle, you know it's good, right?
Slow down, Matt. And
It's like a bottle you keep.
it's a bottle you use to assault intruders with.
Put it up to the 360 camera. Exactly. All right, this is number 14. Can you believe it?
I don't.
14. Wood.
Ding, ding. Oh, that's smooth.
Yeah. That tastes like $133 worth.
Not 125. No, you taste all 130.
That is good.
I was at William Street long enough to kick a hole in the wall.
Get in line, man. Everyone kicked a hole in that wall.
Did I start that? It had cow and chicken on the wall, I remember, and I kicked it with my steel-toed boot. Then I went back across the street and worked on that Fridays thing.
Cartoon Fridays?
Cartoon Fridays, yeah. We had 2 human hosts, and then I introduced puppets. It was kind of people sitting around the studio with kids dressed up like they were going to church, introducing the next cartoon.
All
We're
right.
making meatballs
We're making meatballs.
at a lamb.
All right, so we're going to make 2 things. We're going to
Yeah.
make a feta tomato pasta, and we're going to attempt Greek-style
What
meatballs.
about way before Adult Swim when we started Space Ghost? Remember that?
You came in when? Were you on the ground floor? You came in, you were part of the first episode with Timothy Leary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was you and Khaki and I and Lazo and Michael, the editor, Cahill. And back then it was like we got maybe 4 or 5 episodes in, and the writing of the show became who was the loudest, who could scream the loudest, and that's what would make it into the show.
So I worked with you and Khaki and Mike and Keith on episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. But I think the Brack character made its first Brack appearance as Andy Merrill during that musical. Remember the musical?
During the Christmas episode was the first.
Yeah.
Before that, somebody pointed out today also that they didn't know Clay did Brack first, and that was in the first episode. We did a fake record commercial, and I was the voice of the record commercial announcer.
Yeah.
And Clay was Beavis and Butthead, which was Brack and Sisto. But yeah, I was the original Moltar, and then they took it away from me and gave it to Clay because apparently I sucked or something. I don't know.
No, yeah. I mean, Clay, when he did Moltar, he went through a voice processor. So
Yeah, it's yeah. And we found out when they did Jellystone that pretty much anybody can do Moltar if you process their voice like that. So if you just talk like this, like that's basically Moltar, and like kind of like you just like talk low with pursed lips and
Well,
self-deprecating.
they have to talk slowly, though.
Well, yeah.
I don't want to use too much because I think the acid will cut through the fat.
It'll curdle the meat.
Yes. No. No. Yeah.
And
When,
we
when
know
the meat turns solid.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
There we go. You know, I'm disappointed in this because
Our show isn't about hate.
it's like the one person shooting the bird should not have been Meatwad. It should have been
We worked on the initial season, and then you went off and what? You went and worked on movies and stuff, or did you?
yeah, I went. Yep, I did a movie. I did Moxie.
Yeah, you were doing Moxie, and then I went off with Pete and did Cartoon Planet, and Barry Mills did the Rudy and Go-Go show for TNT.
And then when I came back, it was because I had pitched a show with Brack called Codename Brack, where he was a secret agent.
That would have been fun. They killed everything that was fun. They're having fun. Kill it.
Said, yeah, kill it. And then come back and do Space Ghost. So I did Space Ghost, and I started back with the Hanson show, and I made Warren and all that stuff. And then
Did you do this?
oh my God, I have 2 of those. I did that episode.
Yeah. Kentucky
Was that
Nightmare,
Kentucky?
was it? It was Kentucky Nightmare. Yeah, they should release the monitor with a little
Yeah.
Willie.
Put a bunch of celebrities you could switch out. You can put whatever celebrity you want on the screen.
And then they would do what they did with Brack and Zorak and make it exclusive to New York Comic Con so that nobody can ever buy them.
The Hattiesburg Comic Con. Hattiesburg Comic Con down in Mississippi.
Might need more water.
We might need someone who knows what they're doing.
This reminds me of that John Woo movie.
Which one? Is it when the hero sees a bad guy sneaking up behind him through a reflection?
No, it's when the guy's making meatballs.
And then they
In China?
have meatballs in China.
Oh, Hank and I tried to watch the movie where the guy couldn't feel pain.
Oh, Novocaine.
We were here turning it on. I think after like 18 minutes we just shut it off because nothing was happening. Did you watch it?
I haven't.
Don't watch it. There you go.
Perfect.
That'll work. Gonna put this guy on here. Then this guy. Just for 1 second. Ready and.
Where are you going?
I'm moving to Nashville in
No way.
December. Yeah. I figure there's plenty of studios to record. I just did another Disney KIF episode
Yeah.
Tuesday. I was in New York last week, and I spent like 2 solid days. I guess recording all of this music online has like strengthened my voice because last week Tuesday I screamed for like 6 hours straight. I was just like, punk is exhausting. And then I got to visit Henson.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed to say this either, but I had Elmo on my arm for like 10 minutes.
Ooh.
And that's like now a sensory memory now. I see Elmo, I'm like, I know how that feels. That's oh my gosh. It's like I've worked puppets like for like 50 years, and just putting an actual working Muppet on your hand, it's like it's the Cadillac of puppets. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I've never worked a puppet before. It's like I don't know what the world means now. Brack I made him a rod puppet. God, I was at I was at one of the cons and this lady walked up and I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" And just like working both hands, just like, and I'm just like,
Oh my god.
once you put the puppet on, he's kind of like a extension of me. So, when people will talk, I'll just like nod his head, just like I would in normal conversation. It just like goes up the arm. It's just like a natural thing. But she was just freaking out that I was able to move both hands at once. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But one thing that really made me feel good was when I first met Elmo, Ryan. We kind of discussed our hatred for this cartoon show on MeTV that has a puppet that never moves. It just sits and
Statue.
moves its mouth, and we hate him. We hate him so much. I was almost going to be hired as an executive producer of that show, and so I would have really stepped up the puppet game on it, but they really effed me in the A.
Would you hate the puppet more?
Makes me hate him more, yeah. I think if I had worked on that show, we would have really butt heads, because he was... I had 8 interviews for that job, and
Wow.
he was the only one that struck me like, that guy is an asshole. I think that's why I didn't get the job, because he's an asshole, and we would have butt heads. I even gave them I was saying, here's how you can move the puppet. I was giving them lessons in how to work a puppet.
Tutorial, yeah.
And it was they didn't give a fuck. It was like, Jesus.
Do you see what we do? We don't move the puppet. That's our whole shtick.
Our whole thing is just laying my hand lazily on the side of a fish tank. Stupid. Dumbass. I think he was hired because he wrote storylines for Warner Brothers Bugs Bunny cartoon, and they thought, wow, he did Bugs Bunny. It's like, who give a fuck? I have studio and puppet experience. I have experience writing things that are actually funny.
Andy, when you came in here, you were holding your ukulele. I'd love to know kind of your history with that instrument. Like, when did you start playing?
This is the super scary one. It's a Ukulele. There were only 50 made. It's a super tenor. Nora Jones. Santa brought me a ukulele when I was 9, and a couple of those chord books. So basically, I was musically inclined anyway. So I kind of was. It's ukuleles basically are mostly a self-taught instrument, I think. When I did Institutionalized by Suicidal Tendencies for the first Dr. Demento album, because I was determined to do everything on that song. So I did the uke, I did concertina, jaw harp, a kazoo. This new stuff I did last week has a full band, so it's the first time rocking out.
Yeah.
I've just been playing since I was a kid, never really seriously. It started out with, what's the stupidest thing that I can do, cover that I can do in Brack's voice, and it was all kind of mostly Brack at first. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of mellowed into my own thing. And it's a good tool to hide behind when you're a shy person going to do stand-up comedy and stuff like that. I can always kind of revert back to playing something stupid. If I feel like I'm bombing, I'll play Paper Planes by MIA or something kind of weird and stupid, and it'll
I saw
usually.
you on Instagram playing Mr. Crowley.
I did that last year. Yeah.
That was amazing
Well, thanks.
because you hit all the notes.
See, the D minor chord is set up just in the perfect way, so you can get that one. Mr. Crowley, dawn in your head. Boom, boom, boom. Mr. Crowley, what went on in your head? Bum, bum, ba-da-dum. Oh, Mr. Crowley, did you talk with the dead? So it lends itself to like do that perfectly. So it sounds better than most other ones that I do. So
what's the tuning on a ukulele?
G, C, E, A is this, and that's the standard, but this has a low G. Now I have this is called a scepter. This has a high G. Ugh. And it doesn't stay in key very well. And then I've got like 12 ukuleles, but I just thought I'd bring out the impressive ones. This is a Pahaku by Kanalea. It's a baritone, so it's D. It's a lower tone. So it's this. The baritone is tuned like the higher four strings on a guitar.
Okay.
So it's got like a lower tone to it.
Mm-hmm.
Most people think a baritone is a guitar, but it's not.
I know I've seen pictures of you, Andy, with a ukulele, like in an Aqua Teen recording session at some point. Did you and Maiellaro ever do anything together musically?
No. Did we?
No,
I don't.
Andy, we did. We did.
We did?
Yeah, you did a song. I don't know what the song. I think the song was "Hey Buddy," "Hey Buddy," and then I went to Eddie Horse Studio to record the lead for that song.
Was it? Right. That was for the Brack show, though.
Yeah,
that was
I don't know what show it was, but it was definitely Brack.
Yeah.
You did a song called "Yeah, Buddy."
I think it was "Yeah, Buddy" or "Hey, Buddy."
It was "Yeah,
but
Buddy."
I came in. Yeah,
that was at the end of. I think that was at the end of one of the Brack shows.
Well, I'm looking up right now. Brack presents the Brack album starring Brack, and I see that, Matt, you're credited on the song Magic Toenail as well as Rock Candy as a guitarist.
Okay.
Magic Toenail, okay. I will play if people... That's the one song that's really easy to play. So
I feel like you have to.
If people actually ask for a Brack song, that's what I play. But I pair it with... Fix You by Coldplay. So, thank you, Magic Toenail. Light will guide you home.
Wish I had a lighter.
And ignite your bones, and Magic Toenail will fix me. Don't give up on it, baby.
This is all music related, and Oglethorpe has no music. I wanted to ask you about Oglethorpe.
Oglethorpe has never sang.
Never had the chance.
I love doing Oglethorpe. I just started doing a character on Fiona and Cake that I'm doing like so far 4 episodes. But I tried to make my voice as unrecognizable as possible in that guy. But Oglethorpe, I wasn't the original Oglethorpe. It was always one of those situations where we got to recast. Let's get Andy type of thing. They did that with a show on Disney called Craig Lewis did that with Club Sandwich, which was part of the dump when they released Matt's tragically killed pilot for Disney.
Shred Force.
That was amazing. That was fucking amazing. As far as you got in the animation and everything, it was beautiful. And it's like, how did this not get picked up? I hate how they will take something that you work on for like years and forever, and they'll be like, nope, it's ours. And they'll just like kill it and sit on it and not let you shop it around. And I think that's like a big tragedy of most of these shows.
Gotta figure out how to balance this. Oh my God, is that gonna work? Yeah.
Sorry, we're having to recharge my phone while we're talking.
So I touched them both. I that's what you what an influence. You are my daughter.
Well, Andy, I'm wearing a shirt that has a little Oglethorpe on it, right there in the center.
You know,
and
I finally got the Aqua Teen jacket.
my understanding is for the voice of that character, it's just a voice that you did, and I think I heard that Lazo liked that voice, and that's kind of how you started doing it for Aqua Teen.
Well, Lazo liked when I would do Zsa Zsa. I'd be like, I want Huckleberry to be my love partner. You know what's funny about doing Oglethorpe is that for some reason my ex-wife at the time thought I was fluent in German. And so we would go to Germany to go to the Christmas markets and stuff, and she thought that I could speak German. I only knew enough to get by. It was like, kann ich bitte haben eine Bier? And eine Kinderpunch. That's all I knew, how to order shit.
Emory and Oglethorpe are based on universities here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And each university actually talked like that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Emory was always, and so Oglethorpe was I liked, I just like the dynamic of the two together. It's always a good duo.
Don't get these gross shanks of flesh out of my dominion.
Oh, that is great. Why don't you burn the ship down while you're
Shut up! I have an amazing plan to betray our new friend.
I thought the plan was to barbecue with them.
Plans are for fools.
Now, you guys never recorded together, you and Mike Schatz, right?
We did one thing together. We were trying out, when I was in Burbank, we were trying out a live call-in show. They put virtual glasses on me, and it put me inside the Plutonian ship. So everywhere I looked, I just saw Plutonian ship.
Yeah.
Just buttons everywhere.
The only thing, and I could push some of the buttons,
Wow.
which was kind of crazy. The only thing that killed it was that the animation just wasn't quite there. Any small movement that I would make, Oglethorpe's body would just go and just go flat or just go all over the place. And so we did a test. My sign off was "Gehen fick dick," which was go fuck yourself.
I do the Aqua Teen Hunger Force podcast, so when I found out that I always thought you guys recorded together because it sounded so natural. But when I found out that was not the case, it blew my mind.
Pure editing. Pure editing.
Mm-hmm.
Good editing. Really good editing. Really good
job,
timing.
John.
I always loved the final appearance of Oglethorpe so far, because it might be back, I don't know. But during the shorts, wait, what was that?
Because he'll never be back.
You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith.
I know.
But we did those shorts on YouTube, and it was Emery and Oglethorpe just. Yeah, and then they kind of realize that they've grown apart and they need space of their own. And Oglethorpe's like, I need to pay my own rent and cook my own food. And Emery's like, okay, sounds great.
Why are you so easy to leave?
But I think they just end up getting captured by spiders again. But
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I used to have to answer the viewer line early on at Cartoon Network. People used to call us swearing they heard Powerpuff Girls say fuck. There was one guy that would just relentlessly
you gotta lead with this.
send letters over and just he sent the grossest letters about how much he was in love with Penelope Pitstop. And it was just late 60s, early 70s. Yeah, we were limited how much we aired a lot of Hanna-Barbera in the early days.
Yeah.
So we aired it all. So we aired Penelope Pitstop, Josie and the Pussycats, all the original 60s, 70s stuff we aired. at the beginning of Cartoon Network. But yeah, I mean, if nowadays, like, if people do a podcast, I'm more than excited to talk about like cartoon knowledge and stuff like that, because I was kind of like the resident encyclopedia of nerdy cartoon knowledge at the network.
Yeah, you
so
were.
yeah, people would come to me and say, "What Bugs Bunny did he say?" Blah. I used to be able to close my eyes, listen to the first few seconds after the Warner Brothers theme of a cartoon and tell you the name of the cartoon, the year it was produced, the director. I was really good at it, but it's all gray matter in my head now. So
I was going to ask if that kind of knowledge kind of came in handy when you guys were doing Space Ghost, which was reliant on recycling.
I didn't. I don't think I knew Space Ghost that much, but I knew a lot of the villains because Alex Toth did such a great job at the Rogues Gallery that was like one of the best group of villains that any hero could have. I mean, they were so well thought out. But I don't know where I was going with this.
You lead, we'll follow.
I think in writing Space Ghost, I think I relied more on the other nerdy part of my head, and that was making references to Star Trek or Star Wars or Doctor Who or anything like that. When we had Mark Hamill on and Bill Mooney, man, I think we missed something when we had Bill Mooney on the show. We should have we should have treated Bill Mooney less like Will Robinson and more like his character on Twilight Zone.
Oh, he kills everyone.
Yeah, we should have totally gotten Clay to do an animation of Space Ghost as a Jack in the Box. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we should have done with Bill Mooney, but we didn't. I wrote the joke calling Mark Hamill Duke Fartknocker that we had to really fight over, and we used, and we went to was it the Ross Perot or was it his vice president during the debate?
Admiral.
He was like, "You're no Jack Kennedy. I know Jack Kennedy, and you're no Jack Kennedy." So we used that line, kind of like, "That's not Duke Fartknocker, and I know Duke Fartknocker." And we said like Duke Fartknocker like 5 times, so we were at least able to argue the point of at least putting it in for just one throwaway line, and it made it into the show. But man, Space Ghost was a lot of fighting to get jokes done.
Fighting with Matt?
Yes. No, it was it's just a constant fight with like Lazo. And I think in my mindset that it is now, I think I would still get pissed off by certain things, but I think I would let a lot more go, just because as a young writer you tend to marry yourself to every single joke thinking that it's precious, and it gets to a point when you're working that it's like, you know what, I'm getting paid, I don't give a fuck, and I'll just write another joke. I've reached that part of my life.
Andy, what are you working on now?
I've been trying to write a book about, it's like a Christmas Carol book.
Is that like your podcast you did?
It was like the podcast I did. It was like from the spirit's point of view. It starts out, the whole concept started out with, how do they find their yearly asshole to haunt at Christmas time? And so I need to like go back. It's a mess right now. So I need to go back and do some bandage work on it. I have in my age have lost my censorship button, except when I'm with my mother. I'm looking up now what
Feeling 7-Up. I'm feeling 7-Up.
7-Up.
Feeling 7-Up.
The original 7-Up had lithium in it, known as 7-Up lithiated lemon soda.
Jesus Christ.
And it had lithium in it.
Yeah.
That explains so much.
I go through phases of songs I like. And I just end up just playing it all the time. Joe Jackson.
That sounds familiar.
Can you play 99 Left Balloons?
Yeah, do that one.
I tried to play that and I tried to sing it as Oglethorpe. I just can't.
I used to always email Brent from Macedon about playing that song, and he would always email me back. It's like, yeah, we're working on it.
It takes time.
Fuck, this is terrible. Sometimes they don't put the chords in right. Where is it? Okay, where is it? No, that one sucks.
Well, Andy, can I ask you real quick? I know Matt has his guitar heroes like Eddie Van Halen. Do you have a ukulele hero?
No, I don't think so. You know what? Because most of my heroes are like Jim Henson and Steve Martin. Steve Martin, I guess. But that's banjo. But
right.
I always loved when Steve would just break out the banjo. And
a long time ago, I was in Aspen with Adult Swim, and Dave and I went to this little tiny venue.
That was
Steve Martin played
you
banjo
went again?
with the Smothers Brothers.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I farted on Tommy Smothers and Norman Lear.
Good job. I was sitting on a balcony with Mike Lazo, and he said, Andy came up with this title called Squidbillies. And I'm like, oh, that's really funny. He's like, you guys should work on a show called Squidbillies.
That was it for me. I just did not get behind any part of Squidbillies. And then it became so much different from what we were working on when I left that it was better, it was much more thought out. But yeah, it was like Lazo was beating it into us. He wanted us to stop working on Space Ghost and start fast tracking Squidbillies, and I just was not into any of what was going on. It just was not my thing. Squidbillies became much better than what it was when I left. I got the current thing that I'm working on now because Cartoon Adult Swim kind of effed me in the A again. And that was like, they brought back Cartoon Planet to Checkered Past. So they were showing all of the original stuff again. And they wanted me to take the Brack puppet to do like bumps. And so they led me to believe they wanted me to do like 3 batches of bumps. I did 12 videos for them, and they were like, we're done. And then they like aired it ad nauseum over and over and over again. And it just killed me. And I was like, well, they screwed me again. And then somebody like kind of came out of the blue and said, I've got this line of stuffed animals. We would love it if you took our product and did exactly what you did with the Brack puppet and just go out in the world and make them talk. And so that's kind of what I'm working on now.
Wow, cool. So, Andy, we really appreciate you being on Meat Kingdom 14. This is number 14.
Yes, 1-4.
I would love to come out there and consume meat with you guys.
Yeah, when you're in town, we're going to have you out. But can you play us out with some ballad, some Brack ballad?
I have a magic toenail. I keep it on my foot. It always comes to visit me when something goes kaput. It has a cutest cuticle, free of all disease. As toenails go, it's really quite extraordinary. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Magic Toenail. Lights will go
yay!
Best interview. Best interview ever.
Thank you so much, Andy.
Shut up.
No, it is. It is.
It is.
Because I talk a lot.
Best musical performance of Meat Kingdom.
Yeah.
Wait till we're out there. I learned my ukulele chops from a guy from my church when we would go with my parents' church group to the campgrounds. I would always play ukulele with Jack Porter because he was the only other person that I knew played ukulele.
So he's your ukulele hero.
Now that I think of it, yes, Jack Porter was. Yeah.
Well, Andy, it was nice to meet you. We've talked
Thank
a little
you.
bit
Nice to meet
online, and I'm the guy that threw Mark Borison from Jungle Gyms your way because I knew you were in Ohio. So
I did his thing.
Yeah, you did his show,
and I see him every time I go to Jungle Gyms.
Yeah.
All right, Andy. Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay.
Bye.
So much fun to have you on.
Best show ever.
Ending on a high note.
All right, so what's next? Wow, look at this stuff.
We are going to.
Is it good?
We need to remove.
I'm gonna try one of these because they're small.
Actually, we need to set up your.
These are good.
Perfect. Oh man, we smoked the shit out of that feta. Sure. Here's the oil. Some extra oil, I think. Because we overcooked it.
What? It's gonna be good. Don't worry about it. It's thick and rich.
Oh, let's add the pasta. Amazon?
Yeah, you have to go on Amazon, which is really hard to do. You have to type in induction.
No one knows how to spell that.
No.
When the Library of Alexandria was burned
Yeah.
during the prehistory,
Yeah.
that's it, it's gone.
Gone. You got it?
A little hot, a little hot.
Even this? Yeah, it's a little hot.
A little hot. My grandfather used to grab ribeyes with his bare hands off the grill.
Yeah.
That was the coolest shit ever. Later, I learned that it was nerve damage. He was just showing off.
That's far enough. You don't have to go that far.
There's a hole right here.
I know. Watch out. Bigfoot's out there. See? When you say stuff like that, it goes in the show. All right, cool.
This is not enough sauce. Got a spoon? You wanna spoon it out? Get some meatballs?
Yeah.
All right. If you keep filming, I'll do that.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
The bowls are here. They're small.
We are small people. We're efficient people, like little gnomes.
All right, cool.
You don't trust us at all.
I don't.
Believe in the process. One overcooked ball, one undercooked ball. One undercooked ball, one overcooked ball. Let's do 3 balls.
Yeah. Good job.
That's literally what my scrotum. No.